8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coming soon. Snake River Manufacturing is developing a revolutionary new way to design and build a custom kayak trailer. This modular design lets you customize your trailer one piece at a time, allowing you to grow as you go.
You know, a lot of folks think gorillas can't read. But when the magazine's this good, even I had to subscribe.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for episode 35 of the Kayak Cafe. This episode and every episode this year is brought to you by Snake River Manufacturing. Go to snakerivermanufacturing.us and check out all of the awesome trailers that Steve and his crew are putting together. They have taken cool design and taken it to the next level with actual form and function. So go check them out. This episode is also brought to you by Viking Kayaks US. So go check them out. They have some beautiful, beautiful paddle kayaks to get you out in the ocean or any heavy water bay. So, all right. This is episode 35. We have a gentleman who I just recently was introduced to, but the organization he represents, I have known about for quite some time. This gentleman seems to be a really, really upbeat spirit. And without further ado, I'm going to bring him in. It is Mr. Tim Riley. Hello, Tim. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Awesome. I appreciate you coming on. I was just saying briefly how I've known a lot about the organization, but I just had the pleasure of meeting you, which we'll go over how we met and all the cool things that your organization does. So if you wouldn't mind, just give a high-level overview of who Tim is and what you do.
All right, so Tim, I've been in the kayak world. So I'll be 41 at the end of the month, and I've been doing it since I was 18. Really, I got involved in it because I was too broke to buy a boat, and I bought me a very cheap kayak, and that's how I started targeting Puppy Drum in Lynn Haven, and I just evolved from there. It's basically me in a nutshell. Is just, as time went on, I just evolved and just got more better gear and got some money, right? That's another thing, and started buying more fun toys, and just been in the kayak world for a very long time.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a fun sport to get into, especially I wrote down too broke to buy a boat because a lot of us fall into that category. That's a T-shirt if I ever heard it.
I tell you, it's funny. So I bought my first kayak. It didn't even have a seat. It was a manager's special, and I bought it for $328 from Boater's Warehouse. It was actually called a Kingfisher, and it was a good boat for what I needed it for being the young apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
But the boat flexed as you paddle it, so you just double work yourself. But it worked for me, and yeah, it's just it got me on the water. It did its mission.
Yeah, you're like it flexes. You're like, whoa, that's a modular design. It's
Exactly.
So, what year did you buy your first kayak?
Oh shoot! I think I was a second year apprentice, and I took my apprenticeship to be a plumber, and I was in my second year, so that was probably 2004, 2005 time frame.
Wow. Yeah. You've been in the game for quite a while.
Yep.
So, we met just recently with your organization, the TKAA. So, if you wouldn't mind, just give like a brief overview, or not super drawn out because we're gonna pull the pieces out of it. But
Gotcha.
What is the TKAA?
All right. So TKAA means Tidewater Kayak Anglers Association. And what we're a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to uniting community, friends, and families through kayak and fishing. And it's really about friendship, fellowship, safe kayaking, fish practices, and a welcoming community.
Awesome. So the TKAA, I mean, I've known about that since I've started fishing. I mean, every time something popped up, I was like, oh, there they are. So I have not been in the fold of the TKAA yet, other than some of the events that you guys have done with the Heroes on the Water. So you guys run tournaments. Roughly how many tournaments do you try to do a year?
Oh, last year I think we have our big annual tournament, so that's our charity tournament. I know we're going to discuss more about that later on, but we do these smaller ones throughout the year, like a sheepshead tournament or a speckled trout tournament. So if I had to guess, last year we probably did about 7 or 8. We plan on doing the same this year, just in a different format. But yeah, we plan on having these monthly tournaments for folks and some pop-ups, like hey, let's pop up and do a largemouth bass tournament in the spring, or let's pop up and do a nighttime tournament for red drum in Lynn Haven, or stuff like that.
Yeah, we're kind of blessed here with the location, with the access to saltwater and freshwater. So your personal preference, if you had to choose, would you go fresh or salt?
Oh, I love my salt.
So what's your PB? Your first of all, what is your favorite to catch? Like if you're going to go out and it's going to be catch after catch, what's your go-to
Red
species?
drum, puppy drum all day long.
Puppy drum. Yeah. So
and there's a reason. It's just I don't care how big the puppy drum is. It can be a 12-inch drum or it can be a 38-inch drum. They all fight and give you that thrill. I mean, that 12-inch will fight like a bull, and it's just a phenomenal high you can't get off of.
Yeah, they do. They have some legs,
Yeah, some shoulders.
some shoulders. Yeah. So go back to when you were just getting started kayak fishing. Did you always lean towards saltwater, or were you?
Yeah, I didn't really get into freshwater at all until I moved to my current house. And the only reason why I did that is because we have a pond, a Virginia Beach pond, right in the front yard here, basically. And I spent 2 years just not even going into the saltwater environment, just knuckling down and learning how to do freshwater. And it was frustrating because like, hey, I can't get it, and it was aggravating me. And after many of different lures and colors, and I finally found the one that works here, and it's fun. It scratches the itch when I can't get out in the saltwater world. But I just love my current, and I love my titles.
Yeah, I grew up on the eastern shore of Virginia and did a lot of farm pond fishing.
Okay.
And in my mind, I was Bill Dance there, and I came here with the larger waterways and the expansive lake, and I realized that my fishing skills were not as great as I thought they were. Yeah, when you have to break down a body of water versus every tree holds 5 fish, it's a little different.
A little bit.
So, what was your so after your flexi kayak, what was your next kayak? I mean,
So yeah. So I probably spent 3 months in that kayak when I realized it wasn't the right one for me. So even in my favorite kayak, I mean, even though I evolved to what I have now, but my favorite one, the Wilderness Rad 135, that to me was the Swiss Army knife of kayak fishing, and it was awesome. And I think I had like 3 different Rad 135s as new designs change and they evolved. I bought new ones, and I love that kayak, and I've held on to that kayak, that brand of kayak for a long time until I actually got the one I got now.
Yeah, I had the 135 too. I was very impressed with. I mean, it was what I would consider an older design, but it had a great weight limit. It was really really stable. It ticked all the boxes.
Exactly. I mean, the pontoon style. I'm a large guy, so it held me up very well. I was able to stand and sight cast in that, and I never felt uncomfortable in that kayak.
Oh yeah, and yeah, you're right. It was very comfortable, and it paddled beautifully too. Like
Exactly.
It was just a bullet in the water.
Yep.
So, what are you in now?
So I'm in a Hobie Pro Angler. That's actually I got the 12, the 180 drive system. To me, again, talking about the Swiss Army knife, And the reason why I'm in the pedal system is I'm getting older and the shoulders ain't what they used to be. So just being all day on that water, using your legs, it's a whole lot better. And I do kind of cheat a little bit because I have a motor for electric motor as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I can go a long distance, put the drive in, fish, and when it's late at night and it's time to go home, I can put the motor back in and just go back to the ramp.
What motor system do you have?
Torpedo.
Torpedo.
Yep. I got the Evolve. They don't make it no more, but it's the right one for me. I can pull the drive out. It drops right into the to the drive system, and off I'm on rolling.
Heck yeah. So, what got you involved in the TKAA? I mean, how long were you fishing before you found them?
Well, I, I think I found them as soon as I started going to Lynn Haven. And I know we were sharing the stories before, but years ago when I first started, you you knew who the person was in the water by the color of the kayak going like 200, 300 yards. That's how little interest people had in kayak fishing. And like I said, just learning new waterways and learning actually the sport is just a
Hmm.
group of guys that just got together and started learning off of each other and feeding off of each other. And that's what really got me involved. And again, I was the young 18-year-old kid really getting involved in this club, and some of the I call it the original founding fathers of the club, just kind of really looking up to these guys and learning how this experience goes.
So, were you around any of the Chad Hoover and you got to see them in the building days, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. Chad Hoover, Corey Ruth, Mark Lozier, all those folks. Wayne Bradley. I'm sure I'm naming some off, and I apologize, but just off the top of the head,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's to watch the whole system, like I said, evolve to what it is today.
Yeah, I can imagine that's something to look back on and hear the ideas and you're like, I don't know if that's going to work, and
Well,
just to see where it came through.
yeah, and that's the great thing about the kayak world. A lot of the items that we have nowadays was an idea back then. I mean, look at the black pack. I mean,
Hmm.
I always go back to that saying that say, build a better mousetrap, you become a millionaire. Well, the black pack was the milk crate. So you
Yeah.
built the company built a better milk crate and became a millionaire, right? So, and I think that's phenomenal.
Yes. Yeah. That's always been like the cool thing is watching the innovation. Even now, you would think that there's nothing that can be invented to fit on a kayak, and it's almost like every other day somebody's like, check this out.
Yeah, I mean, look at live scopes for example.
Hmm.
I mean, now people got live scopes on their kayaks, and you always get those comments from people. Why don't you just buy a boat? But again, once you go into like the price of, because you're gonna buy all those electronics anyway. Hey,
Hmm.
my boat still costs less because my kayak was a certain amount of money. It wasn't a $20,000 note that I'm taking out there and spending gas and whatnot and a lot of maintenance.
Like the Johnny Cash, one piece at a time.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So, um, what made you step up as the role? Because right now you're the president of the TKAA.
Yep.
What
So, yep.
what got
So,
you kicked into there?
I was already the secretary. So, we had some folks that was getting burnt out. And again, I've been around a long time, and I believe in so much on this club and what the foundation of this club and what we do. And yeah, I said, hey, I want to get my shot at it. And we got a great team. And if it's okay, I want to name their names.
Hmm.
So my vice president is Jim Hysong. My secretary is Fletcher. I, Dalton. I'll probably mess his name up. Sorry, Fletcher. Got Jeff Bennett as my tournament director. Got Stan Selhorst as my treasurer, and Jeff Singleton as our marketing manager. And I'm thinking I got everybody. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody out because I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. Yep. And we can see all this on our website as well, right under the board of directors.
Hmm. So, was it an easy transition coming in as the leader? Like, I mean,
Oh,
when you
it's
came,
never easy.
yeah,
It's never easy. I mean, there's things that I mean, your mind gets opened up so much about, hey, wow, like the business side of any club or any hobby or anything. It was like, wow. I mean, it's definitely an eye opener.
hmm
It's definitely a lot of work, but however, I believe in it, and even like our tournaments, it's not about me. It's about the club. It's about that 18-year-old kid that's getting back into this or getting into the sport. And then 2 decades from then or from now, that person's taking over as the president or one of the board of directors on the club. That's what it's really all about.
Yeah, I like to hear that because I've asked a couple tournament directors about where they see the sport going because there's a lot of people that are older in it. There's
Mhm.
not a lot of young people coming in. There are young people that tag in with the parents sometimes, but just they're the youth of the sport coming in. It's almost like going to be a oh my goodness, like a foreign legion type thing, or not a foreign
Yeah,
legion, but the Rotan Club. When you walk in there and like the youngest person is 74, you're like,
yeah,
oh
exactly,
yeah, you don't want to be that
exactly.
guy. Like, hang with me, kid. It's gonna be great. Trust me.
Yeah, but you know what? Those older guys have so much knowledge and so much
hmm
information. I
Yes.
mean, it's just. I mean, I mean, they probably forgot more than I learned, right? I mean, that's kind of
Right.
one of those deals, you know. But I love hanging out with them.
Yeah, that's the cool. We're at the age, you and I would say, where we appreciate the knowledge of anyone, but especially the elders in the community.
Exactly. Yep.
Someone who's 17, 18, they can't be. A lot of them, some have been raised correctly,
Hmm.
but a lot of them, they know everything. They got to
Of
learn it
course.
on their own.
But you know
So,
what? I was the same way. I mean, it's just called what it is. I was that kid, right?
not me. I hope my mom's not watching. Not me. I was a good guy.
Yeah, but life does humble you,
Oh yeah,
and you learn, right? And
most
then
definitely.
the biggest thing is passing on those lessons learned.
So, how has the organization changed as you've been in it? Like, have you seen like the progression? What was the biggest difference between when you started till now?
I think it's just sheer numbers, right? I
hmm
mean, just like what I said before, like when we first started, or when I first started kayak fishing, you knew the person by the color of the kayak,
hmm
right? And then you fast forward till today. I mean, right now our Facebook group has 3,700 followers. That's 3,700 people in the Tidewater area on our page.
Yeah,
I mean, that's huge, huge numbers in this sport.
yeah. There's a lot of people in this area that have kayaks that like to go fishing, and
Exactly.
I still think there's quite a few that don't even know about you yet. That that would, if everyone came, it would be an amazing outing.
I agree, and that's my biggest thing is teaching those newer peoples, newer folks getting into the sport
hmm
is learning that side of the house of whether it be a club, organizational, or tournaments, or just teaching them from buying that kayak right off the shelf, let's say like Great Outdoor, and
hmm
then turning it into a awesome fishing machine that's basically custom to your style of fishing. That's what the kayak world is about. You customizing all the gadgets and gizmos for you.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, because I can imagine coming in at the 18-year-old and the kayak you had. Could you ever imagine like the evolution of the kayak to what it is today? Like it's just
Oh yeah,
like,
I tell you, even the 18-year-old kid, right? So I used to, and this company used to be around a long time ago. I think they are out of business now, but Wild River Outfitters, right? I
mhm,
used to go in there. I mean, I'm 20, 21 years old. I think at that time I was probably a fourth year or maybe a third year apprentice, not making a lot of money, and just walking past like the Malibu X Factor or the Hobies, right?
mhm,
The Outbacks. I'm like, man, looking at that price, like, oh man, I can't afford that. I mean, I can't wait to get one of these things, but I can't. I gotta buy a used just to get a deal, you know.
mhm.
But yeah, it's just just what it is now is just wow, you know.
Yeah. I remember going to Wild River Outfitters. I It was early on, and that was my first experience with a kayak, because on the eastern shore I was from, we saw a bunch of boats and we saw a bunch of sailboats, but we never saw any kayaks.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember coming over uh, from the small country to the city, and I walked in there, and there were just like amazing kayaks. Yeah, so I was probably the same as you, like one day, maybe one day. Yeah.
Exactly.
Um, so what's a typical turnout for one of your tournaments look like? I mean, do you have a good showing? Do the people?
Yeah, I think we do. So last year we had approximate 100 folks show up, and this is between both divisions, freshwater and saltwater. We're on track to meet that number this year, and we still got a couple more weeks before the big day. So yeah, I think we usually have a really good turnout, and like I said, it's just a great time just to
Mhm.
hang out, fish for a cause, right? That's really what
Mhm.
it's all about.
Do you have a good turnout for all of the tournaments? I mean, you have a pretty good core group that shows up.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
good.
Well, even our monthly, and those are more in the virtual world. We started using the app called Fish Donkey.
Mhm.
This is something new for us this year, but yeah, very excited using that app. I tell you, even using it as an admin is really fun to use because I can send text messages via Fish Donkey and
Mhm.
emails and just have some fun with it. That's really what it's all about.
The interaction is always a plus.
Exactly.
So the TKAA, what do they provide for the membership? I mean, are there any like benefits for becoming a member?
Well, we're working on that. So there's some
Mhm.
things that's in the works. I'm not ready to disclose yet, but we are working on. Hey, you become a member. These are the things that we're going to give you. But like I said, not
Mhm.
ready to disclose yet. But soon that will be advertised.
Nice. I will say, as someone who I've attended a lot of your events, but I wouldn't say as a member.
Hmm.
But I would say the educational stuff that you guys provide is pretty invaluable.
Yeah, I
So
tell you, my favorite thing was when I inflated that PFD.
yeah,
That was fun. So for folks like me with a large neck, I remember I was playing around in the garage and I inflated it and I'm like, oh my God, this thing's choking me. So yeah, just even showing folks like, hey, these things are built for comfort. They love them. People love them, all that mess. But if you got a 19-inch neck like I do and you inflate it and it's choppy water, you might not be liking life right then.
right. Yeah, I would let you know. For everyone out there who's listening, they do events from time to time at the Great Outdoor Provision Company in Virginia Beach, which is a great company. Love them to death. But last year I went with a family friend and her son, and they were at one of the TKAA kayak fishing 101s, basically an intro to kayak fishing.
Mhm.
And from that interaction with them, both of her sons now have kayaks. They kayak fish all the time.
Nice.
She has a paddle board, so it works, you know. So, and for those that don't know, just give a rundown of what type of educational stuff you guys do, because I know that you do the intro to kayak fishing, but you guys do a couple more things, don't you?
Oh yeah. So, well, like I said, one is the intro kayak 101. We also do kayak rigging. So again, every kayak is basically custom to your style, right? So we show folks how to rig your kayak. Hey, how do I put a fish finder on? I mean, if you never done wires before, I mean, teach you how to actually put a wire together in a butt connector and how to run that to your battery and how to set up your transducer, even rod holder placements. We do that. We also do seminars. So like last year, we got some folks, pretty good name to come out and talk about, hey, how do they catch speckled trouts? I mean, just things like that. I mean, like I said, that's bringing the fun back and teaching folks and
Hmm.
educating them.
I think one of the things you do is you do a cold water reentry, right? Or a cold water. Um, don't you do something with that as well?
Yeah, we did. We did that as well. Looking to tap onto Great Outdoor Provision Company with Mike and because I know he's a certified. I don't know what the term is called, but certified to teach that. So yeah,
Mhm.
looking to team up with him and Great Outdoor and have that service out there for folks that, like I said, that go out and fish in 55-degree water, right? This how to learn how to get back in your kayak, because it sounds very simple until
Mhm.
you have to go do it. And
Oh, yes.
if you don't train like you fight, right? So and you have that muscle memory on how to get back in. That way you don't have that panic.
Oh, yes. Yeah, one of the listeners, I don't know if he's still on, but Chuck Earls, he does ice, puts on his waterproof gear and jumps into the ice with his
Whew.
beard freezing. So, yeah. So we're going to break off now. We're going to talk on the upcoming. So every year, you guys do a huge tournament to benefit Heroes on the Water.
Tidewater Heroes on the Water.
Tidewater Heroes on the Water.
Yes, sir.
I would like to say they're the best chapter, but I haven't been to any other chapter.
A little biased.
Yeah. So, but if you wouldn't mind, give a rundown of the tournament and what it's all about.
Yep. So again, like I said, we do our tournaments, right? So as it's called that one side of the house, and then we also do raffles. It's called that the second side of the house. So the proceeds that we generate through raffles and donations, uh, that money goes to Heroes on the Water. So last year we were able to donate $10,000 just from the tournaments, which if I had Patrick here with me, funded them for the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I know I'm crossing the lines from TKAA and Heroes on the Water. If you've never been to a Heroes on the Water event, you should definitely go. I mean, it is fun. I mean, just hanging out and talking shop with the guys. It is a great event just to sit there and just have fun and talk. It's just, and that's all some of these folks really need is someone to vent to and someone to talk to. And it means the world to them. So me just being my goofy self and just having a conversation is like the best thing for these guys or these gals that can ever have, right?
Oh, yes. So, how many tournaments have you been a part of? How many of you
Talking about
with
the fall tournaments
the fall
or
tournaments, the
as
big
a
ones?
as a member or as a board of director?
Both. As a member, how many have you done, and as a board of director?
Okay, so for member, I have done every one. Um, there was one year, I think it was I called it the virtual reality or the virtual one. That was interesting. That was COVID year, so yeah, some part of that one too. There's times I was signed up, but I couldn't fish it just due to a work schedule or whatnot. But I still signed up for it. But
Mhm.
as a board of director, maybe 4 or 5 now. And like I said, it's really on learning the business side of the house of how this club operates.
So, if I'm coming into this tournament, never being in a tournament in my life before, is this a good tournament for someone to come out as their first tournament?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So some of my best friends that I know today, I met at the tournaments, right? So even if you're a novice fisherman
Mhm.
and you're not going out to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge to go find that 42-inch red drum, right? You can still have a blast just by just having great fellowship at the tournament, right? So it's just a great time. Matter of fact, this is where I met Patrick and Steve from Heroes on the Water. We're actually sitting there and at a table, and
Mhm.
yeah, and I met these guys, right? And even talking about freshwater fishing, because those guys they love their freshwater fishing. I showed them a picture of this pond I had, and Steve was like, "Yeah, if I were you, I'll fish right here," and just kind of pointing to the net. And it's funny because fast forward to the day, I was like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, where's that pond at again?" I was like, "I ain't telling you." But yeah, it's just having fun and just the fellowship of the tournament itself. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, even from whether you're a seasoned pro or you just got into your kayak world, right? it's just a great opportunity, and great time.
So break down your tournament for me, because you guys have like a captain's meeting, right?
Yep. So we do our captains meeting on the Friday. So this year is going to be September 26th.
Mhm.
I believe it starts out at 5 o'clock or six. Like, I don't have it in front of me, but I think it's in the evening. So this is in the captains meeting. This is where you'll get your tournament identifier. So we're going to have wristbands, which is they're in order right now. Hopefully they get here in time, but we'll have wristbands, and we're going to break down the rules, not in full detail. That's all listed on the actual tournament itself, but the basics, like, hey, this is how you hold your fish on the board, head to the bump.
Mhm.
The basics were, hey, how do you take a photo and submit your picture for your fish. Um, but yeah, again, it goes back to that fellowship, right? So people talking, and it's great too because you can sit there and find out, hey, where are you going at, or what division you're fishing, whether it be freshwater or saltwater. Um, Now, some people keep their secrets to themselves. They don't want to tell anybody where they want to fish at or where they're fishing at and their game plan, which that's understandable. That's the competitive side in them. But it's always fun to watch. It really gets interesting because a lot of our tournaments, unfortunately, the wind has blown, and
Mhm.
it'd be like 25 miles an hour. So you better have a plan B and a plan C because if it's blowing northeast 25 miles an hour, where are you going to fish at's a little bit more protected, right?
That's true. At the captain's meeting, when you're hugging people, you're dropping air tags in their back pockets. Disclaimer.
So incognito.
Yeah. Like, how did you get here? Oh, we're in the same spot. Weird. Small
Exactly.
world.
Exactly.
So your captain's meeting, that's an in-person captain's
That,
meeting?
yes. Yep, that is in person. Like I said, and that's where we usually give the tournament T-shirts.
Hmm.
We're using a new company this year, Impressions and Impressions in Print, I believe it's called. They've been around for 30 some years, and great people to work with. They're doing a lot of our stuff. They're actually hosting our online uh, store that we have. We
Mm.
call it a swag store. So yeah, great people to work with. And I actually met these people by accident, but yeah, it happens to be very cool. And I tell you how the way I met them. It's a funny story. So I was going to BJ's clubhouse for groceries, and I saw a sign outside that said 25, 55, 75% off. And like a moth to a fly, I walk over there because I love a great deal. And got to meet Ashley, and they're just great people, and just got to really know them. And yeah, they're great people.
It's weird how that works. I don't think it's an accident. I mean, it's just sort of like it's divine intervention sometimes.
Exactly.
Like,
Sometimes it just works that way.
what are the odds of meeting this person here doing this? So that's
Exactly.
that's happened quite a few times in my life. And I'm like, wait a minute now. I don't know what's going on here, but I like it. So okay, so let's roll through. We've done the captain's meeting, and that's in person. How long
Yep.
does that usually last? Is it almost like a reception-ish type of length of time where you get the information and people can mingle and chit chat for a while?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, it usually lasts hour and a half, and whatever news that the club needs to put out, whatever we need to put out, and we always talk about safety, right?
Hmm.
Hey, make sure you wear your PFD, make sure you got a float plan. I mean, those type of things just to keep people safe, right?
Hmm.
We talk about all that. Like I said, talk about the rules. Talk about when the expectation to be on the water for the next day, and we also talk about how you submit your fish. So like this year, we're going. I call it the old school way. We're going paper. So bottom line, you gotta be there before 5 o'clock, I believe, is the rules, um, and submitting your fish. And if two people have the same length fish, well, the tiebreaker is the time you came in. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. And like I said, we got a lot of divisions between the freshwater and the salt. And our slam winner from fresh and salt is gonna win $600 as the prize.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So how many divisions do you have?
Oh shoot. Let's see here. Not counting the slam categories because that's another one. So we got oh man, I'm drawing a blank. I think 5 or 6.
Okay.
There's quite a few. There's more salt water than fresh, but yeah, we do have quite a few divisions. And then the slam is another one. And one of the rules that we have, you can't double dip. So the slam is the main category. That's like the top of the triangle,
Mhm.
and we work our way down on how people get it.
And so for those that don't know, what is a slam?
All right, so a slam. So let's do saltwater. So there's 3 species of fish caught in the same day. So for us, it's going to be redfish, speckled trout, and flounder for the saltwater side. And for the freshwater side, largemouth bass, crappie, and the sunfish.
Okay. Yeah, I remember one year, I think it was a pickerel was one of them.
That was at one time. Yep.
And I was like, I've never seen a pickerel in my life. That's the first thing I thought when I saw that come up. I was like, I don't even go to the aquarium. You know,
Had to Google it.
yeah, I've got to win, lady. Get me out of here. Yes. So, all right. And I'm really big on this because when I went to Heroes on the Water the first time, I walked in with totally no idea what I was getting into. And in my mind, I was expecting to see the worst. And it was actually just people there helping people, a beautiful event. So I'm looking at your event from that same standpoint of I'm coming in fresh. Now I know that you guys have the information, you have the hour. If I'm there as a noob out the gate, what is is there a division for someone who's new, or do you have any advice for them to get in with somebody? Are there people that are like, if I went to Heroes on the Water, Steve is the guy who's going to take me under his wing and say, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, and boom. Do you guys have someone who's like a new member liaison or something like that?
No, we don't have it, but that is a great idea, and I think we need to go get that. That to me it sounds phenomenal. Just like I said, there's the ropes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing we do have on our website is like locations to launch at, right? So for the
Mm-hmm.
new folks, especially new to the area, like if you go on our website, there's a tab for locations, and you
Mm-hmm.
can find all the public locations where you can launch a kayak. But to your point specifically, no, we don't have it, but I think that's going to be a good idea that maybe we need to chat and implement.
That's awesome. Yeah, because that was my fear going someplace new, or when I see new people. Because I own a photo studio, and we go to conventions for the Virginia Professional Photographer Association, and they have a team of 2 who, like, they almost like make you feel like you're royalty when they know that you're new. You're like, oh my, hey, yeah, whoa. Like, I don't know how to hold a camera. They're like, you great, yeah, you're here. Just to make you feel welcome. So that's cool.
And to be honest with you, that's the high you can't get off of when you
Mm-hmm.
teach somebody brand new, and then you fast forward a year or 2 years to the right,
Mm-hmm.
and you see how they have taken off. I mean, that is just a high you can't get off of, and it's just a phenomenal experience.
Right.
Hey, it's like the whole thing. Hey, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach him, he eats for a lifetime, right? So it's kind of the
Yes.
same kind of concept.
Okay, so tournament morning, what time would lines in be?
We'll have to look at the sunrise time, so we do it on a safe manner.
Mm-hmm.
I think last year, I think the sunrise was like 6:30 a.m. But like I said, it all depends on safe light.
Gotcha. And so, are you allowed to communicate with other people in the tournament?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's good. None of this no information on the water and
Nah. If you got a buddy,
lie detectors.
like I say, if you got a buddy that's fishing a tournament and y'all want to talk tournament trash or whatnot, yeah, that's acceptable.
Yeah, this is Southwest Indiana Outdoors. They're a great husband and wife team. They They have a great podcast as well where they give a lot of information. So thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I missed them last night because I was watching football, and I do not watch football. I was just watching. I was like, there's nothing better to do. And the whole time they're having their conversation, and I totally missed it. So, so with your lines in, lines out, you said it's going to be on a paper format this year.
Yeah, so years ago, that's how we did it. It was paper style, right? So basically, when you come check in the day of tournament, so the 27th, so you'll fill out the length of say I got a 28-inch striper. So in the striper line, I'll write 28 inches, right? So and then I write my time. And my angler's name and all that. And I turn that into the person taking the letters. So when it's time for grading, what we'll do, we'll pull out, say, the top 5 or the top 6. And we're going to request you to come back with your device in hand for your photo so we can review it. And of course, we're going to be reviewing for, is the identifier there? Is the correct bump board is being used? All the things that's part of the rules, right? And that's how we're gonna make that determination on, hey, who's the winner and who's second place or third place.
Okay, so everybody puts their numbers on the paper, but like let's say the top 3 only have to prove it with the picture to get there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna have to bring their camera up, especially if I have a 6-inch striper or redfish, which I hope I never catch, but sometimes it happens. But yeah, if it's a clear, like, hey, on that piece of paper it says otherwise, yeah, we'll bring up the, like I said, the top 6 category or top 6 people and have them prove the length of the fish.
That's cool. When you said paper, I was like, that's a lot of stuff rolling into you at one time.
It is. Like I said, we're gonna have some folks, especially as we're taking the papers in, just to make sure that hey, let's go ahead and check your phone, make sure everything looks legit before they actually go into the judge.
Amy says she loves you.
Yeah, it's my mother-in-law. Hi, Amy.
She hopped in. She's like, I feel like he needs help. This guy won't leave him alone. He keeps asking him questions. That's awesome. So yeah, that's an interesting way back. My problem would be I would write something down on the paper and then lay it down like right in the water.
Well, the good thing, the paper is not going to be with you on the kayak. So when you get checked in, that's when you do your paper stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. That makes sense now. Because in my mind, I'm always thinking like, oh, great. I've had lunches go bad. I can imagine a piece of paper. So, oh man. So do you have any stories from like any of the past events, like some takeaways? Because like I said, I have a photo studio and we do photo classes sometimes. You see like the aha moments. Do you have any like aha moments where you just like soak it in? You know, it could be anything.
Yeah. I mean, I even go back to Patrick and Steve from Heroes on the Water. I was sitting down. I forgot what year it was. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember what it was. This is where I met them, and we all shared a table and just talking fishing stories, right? And then the next thing you know, like, hey, these guys, they're taking over that organization, and it was like, hey, what's up, man? I mean, that kind of stuff, right? It's just the evolution of people and maturing of people and just growth. It was just, like I said, a great time, right? Just to see that whole thing. And I hope Steve and Patrick's watching. And it's just that always sticks home to me. Every time I do this tournament, I always think about, hey, where we were sitting at that one time, because we were kind of messing around because everybody on that table won second place and whatever division. We called it the second place table. So it was actually a lot of fun.
I could just see the 3 of you doing, we're number 2. We're number 2. Yeah. So I know that we've touched on it, but if you haven't had the opportunity to research the organization of Heroes on the Water, just give it a quick glance over. And then if you want, you can Google some of the how do I put, like, testimonials of what it's done for the people. Like, there's a lot of people out there that it was a determining factor of their next day, So, um, and to, as I've said all along, to have an organization that you can volunteer with, and you're doing what you love. You get to go kayak fishing. As someone who's volunteered, and the guy who was going in doing it scared, if you will, because I didn't know what I was going to go into. You are what they need you to be. Meaning, if they need someone to help them bait a line, you bait a line. They need someone to talk to you. You just chat with them. They need someone to listen to. You just listen. They need to be left alone. You leave them alone. That's all you have to do. And it's generally for me, it has never been a leave them alone. It has been just a bunch of goofy people out there fishing, having fun, and it's an amazing thing that TKAA is doing to support such a great organization, especially here locally, but even nationally, they have organizations or chapters you can go check out as well.
Mhm.
So, but I say hats off to TKAA, because you guys do some amazing things for Heroes on the Water.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if you do go, Steve loves hugs. No matter what he says, Steve loves hugs. So have you had any moments on the water that you have, like, so like myself, I've had a couple rollovers. I think I shared a couple fun stories when you stopped by, but have you ever had any moments where you were just hairy moments?
There's always been some hairy moments. I mean, my head is always on a swivel when I go to that Lesnar Bridge, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's not for inexperience, right? You need to, like I say, hit on a swivel, understand what coefficient means, understand all that, because it can change in a heartbeat on you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's just there's times like I call it the pucker factor gets there sometimes. Like, hey, we shouldn't be here, or that tie switch and it's coming in hard, or it's going out. So yeah, there's definitely been some or times, and yeah, again, you learn from those mistakes.
Hmm.
You understand your capabilities. That's the biggest thing, is understanding your capabilities and becoming humble,
Hmm.
because Mother Nature will bite you in the butt, and if you don't respect her, she's gonna get you.
Oh, yes. I always say the Lesnar Bridge is like riding a bull, because
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen some things go through there quickly, and I've only been through Lesnar on a boat, because I know that my skill set for kayaking through it is something I don't want to test. But
I,
it spun a couple boats through there too.
oh yeah, oh yeah. It's not my favorite place to go, but I have been there. There's some good fishing.
Hmm.
I'm very selective when I go to that location.
Are there any other types of fishing you like to do? I know that you're big into the redfish. What's your second favorite thing to do?
Second favorite will probably be striper, especially at nighttime. I
Oh, yeah.
love nighttime fishing, and I do it for a reason. One is, to me, is a little easier.
Mm.
Second is I got 3 kids and a wife, so when they go to sleep, I go out and fish, and I just deal with a lack of sleep the next day.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it basically anything inshore saltwater is just keeps me going. Whether it be a striper in a dock line, or a redfish on a weed line, to me is just phenomenal fishing,
Yeah.
and they taste pretty good too.
Mhm. They do. Oh, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I've done night fishing a couple times, and one of the most beautiful sights I've seen was, I caught a bull red, and it was under the spotlight, and it was just glistening like the world's biggest
Nice,
goldfish. It was beautiful. Yeah,
nice.
and it was glistening the second time on a plate.
I bet, especially when it's blackened.
Oh, yes. All right, so we've covered the tournament, but we haven't covered when it is
Oh yeah.
and how people sign up for it.
Yep. So September 27th is the day of tournament of this month. Captain's meeting is the 26th, which is that Friday. And how you sign up, you can see either a couple of different ways. You can go to the website and find the link, through our Facebook. You can find the link that way. But I believe the website is, I think it's printandswag.com. That's all how we are associated. But the best way is to go through the links and find it that way. You'll bring it up. It'll have some drop downs with your name, what division you want, t-shirt size. I will put a disclaimer out there. We did start manufacturing our t-shirts. So for the folks that are trying to get in now, I am ordering extras, but there is a chance I might not have your size. That's a little disclaimer. But I did order some extras for some folks, just in cases. But yeah, that's how you do it. It's a very simple, easy process. Click it, pay the money, and you're in the tournament.
Awesome. And if let's say they're out of state and they want to support, do you have links on your site for donating for like Heroes on the Water and stuff like that?
Yeah, we have those two. So of course, Heroes on the Water has theirs. We have our PayPal set up as well. So if anybody wants to donate monetary as well, yes, that will be added to the donation from TKAA to Heroes on the Water.
Awesome. And I know that you guys, you really try to give out some really good prizes and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
People that attend. So let's say I'm a home bait maker or rod maker or Lowrance, whatever, and I'm watching this right now. Do you still need things for the
all day long? I would never turn anything down. Again, your item would help generate revenue for Heroes on the Water, right? So let's just say your item that maybe cost you $5 in manufacturing to make. Well, by the time we're done with raffle tickets and stuff like that, we can hit that $10,000 mark like we did last year. Just by, I mean, people love that thrill of raffling too, right? And even talking about some of the good prizes, like our big prize this year, outside of the cash winning, is a Garmin Lav Scope. It's a head unit with the Lav Scope. I think it's a $2,800 system that, hey, every entry that comes into the tournament is going to get a raffle ticket. And at the end of the tournament on that Saturday, we're going to pull a raffle ticket, and whoever has that number, you just got a happy birthday present.
Do you have to be present to win the prize?
You have to be present to win the prize. Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say if someone's out of town, like let's say in another state, and they bought an entry just to support, they got to show up for it.
They have to be there.
All right, that's good for us.
Hey, great odds, right?
Yeah. Everybody else buy all the tickets.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sweet. So, is there anything else that you want to cover? We're coming up on the 1 hour mark. We're ticking along pretty good. I think we've covered quite a bit. But is there anything else? Anybody want to shout out? Anything that we haven't covered that you want people to know about TKAA?
Like I said, it's a great organization. It's like I said, it doesn't matter if you're brand new to the sport or you're a seasoned pro. I mean, it's great for everybody. This club has generated a lot of pro staffers. Just from names of people. A lot of folks have started with the club and got their feet wet and started working with manufacturing and all that and all those guys. And like I said, end up becoming pro staffers, which is a great advancement for folks, right? Like I said, but still, whether you're a pro staffer or you're a brand new person that's never been in a kayak before in their lives, or even held a fishing pole in their lives, it's just a great opportunity for everybody.
Right. And I feel like it's a great resource for, like you said, the education portion, not so much what you guys do as a collective, but even on a one-on-one. Like I feel like if I were like, hey, Tim, I haven't caught a red drum this year. Can I go out with you one day?
You know what? I want to talk about that if you got time, because it was funny. I'm not going to name his name in case he's watching, but if you're there, that's a great story for me. So I was at work, and this is one of the years like the red drum was just thick. They were everywhere, and I knew he kayak fished, and I mean we were going out on catching limited red drum almost every weekend. And I asked him, I said, hey man, you got any of those red drum yet? He's like, man, I've been fishing for 2 years and I ain't caught nothing yet. I'm about over this mess. I said, what do you mean, man? You just gotta put your pole in the water, they're gonna hit. And he just had a hard time. I said, I'll tell you what, man, I'll be out Lynn Haven on a Saturday. How about you meet me out there at 9 o'clock? And I'm taking him out there. And again, the guy was new. Like his anchor and I said this in the Kayak 101, his anchor was a brick. And he's upgraded from the brick because I give him a grappling anchor because I got tired of seeing the brick. But regardless, I kind of taught him how to stalk a redfish at nighttime and how to catch it. And it was actually kind of magical because he caught one and he fell in love. And next thing I know, he's going out there by himself with his buddies, just going out there chasing redfish and learning and doing all that. It's just a great experience of teaching that guy how to do that and just watching him evolve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like the aha moments. That was a great one for you. Just it's almost like no matter how big the person is, it's almost like your kid. You know, you're teaching them how to, you just watch them walk for the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they walk right to your spot. No,
sometimes it happens, but it's okay. It's okay. It's there's plenty of fish for everybody in that water, and it's definitely okay.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate everything you guys do. If you're out of this area, I'm sure there is an organization that is close to TKAA. I'm not going to say equal to, but they more than likely will have some type of organizational education that you should definitely take advantage of. Not only will you learn something, but you'll get to meet nice people like Tim. I met him as he was choking himself with a inflatable life vest. I was like, he's not going to deploy that thing slow motion.
I think I have it in the background back there somewhere.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, and it was a great event where everyone was collectively throwing in their uses of what they did. And everyone there learned that it's a lot like making dinner. Everyone likes spaghetti, let's say, but not everyone likes it the same way. And with kayaking, you can make your spaghetti however you want.
Or chili, like everybody has a chili recipe, right?
Beans, no beans. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming in. I'm going to go ahead and throw you in the background, and I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. I think we've hit everything. I do appreciate everything you guys are doing. Go to TKAA.org and sign up for this upcoming tournament. And if you're not going to be able to attend the tournament, I still highly recommend you find the Heroes on the Water chapter in your area, or if you want to help the coolest chapter that I know, Tidewater, you can donate to them as well. So again, thank you again, Tim, and I appreciate it. I'm going to throw you in the background and say goodbye.
Yeah, take care.
All right, everyone, that was episode 35 of the Kayak Cafe with Tim Riley of the TKAA. Again, get out there, find your local organization, and become part of something a little greater than yourself. Go to heroesonthewater.org and find a chapter close to you, and go volunteer and get that good give back feeling while doing something you love, kayak fishing. Again, this episode is brought to you by Snake River Manufacturing.us. Go check out everything that Steve is doing over there. It's the best kayak trailer I've ever seen in my life. And you will not be disappointed with the quality of the welds, the quality of the cuts, the manufacturing, the ideas that are coming out. They're just bar none the best. Go to VikingKayakUSA.com and see all the cool kayaks they have to get you out into some great waves without getting you completely drenched. They're made for some good offshore paddling. Also, if you want to go to kayakcoffee.com and get 20% off your order, use CAFE20 as the code, and you can get some beautiful, beautiful whole bean coffee. And Nico's Art Therapy is printing these cups, and if you purchase one, all of the proceeds go to Nico's Therapy, and you can find him on Facebook. Again, thank you guys for joining myself for episode 35. Look forward to seeing you next week, and you guys have a great evening.